I'm 30 years old, and I live in a 2-floor mother-daughter house with my sister. It has 2 separate kitchens. She occupies the lower floor, while I have the upstairs. My sister is rarely home, spending most nights at her boyfriend's place 20 miles away. I don't mind being alone, but sometimes, in the silence of the house, unease creeps in. That night, I was watching a horror movie alone in my dimly lit living room. The open layout of my space meant my back was to the kitchen and dining room, a dark void stretching behind me. Every now and then, I'd glance over my shoulder, an unshakable feeling pressing at my spine. I blamed it on the movie, told myself I was being ridiculous. After it ended, I brushed my teeth, turned off all the lights, and went to bed. At around 1 a.m., I woke suddenly. At first, I wasn't sure why. Then I heard it. A voice. My sister's voice. It was coming from downstairs, but it wasn't like she was outside calling for me to let her in. She was inside the house. She was yelling my name. I sat up, groggy, confused. Maybe she had come home unexpectedly. Maybe she was arguing with her boyfriend. But something about the way she was calling me. It wasn't frantic. It wasn't angry. It was off. I stumbled out of bed, the hallway pitch black. I turned on the light, then slowly made my way through the darkened living room. The air felt thick, heavy, like the house itself was holding its breath. Then I heard it again. Come downstairs. This time, the voice was clearer, unmistakably hers. But there was something wrong with it. Like the cadence was slightly off, like someone was trying to sound like her, but didn't quite get it right. I hesitated. My heart pounded. I finally stepped onto the first stair, peering down into the darkness. I reached blindly for the light switch, my fingers shaking as I flipped it on. The dull kitchen light flickered to life, casting weak illumination into the space below. Nothing. No sister. No movement. The house was still. I moved cautiously into her kitchen, my breath shallow. I checked the living room. Empty. Her bedroom door was ajar, the room shrouded in darkness. I pushed it open slowly. Empty. Hello. My voice barely carried. The silence swallowed it. And then, something dropped to the floor behind me. I spun around, my blood turning to ice. A sharp clatter rang out from her bedroom, the same room I had just checked. My heart pounded so hard it hurt. I stood frozen for what felt like an eternity, then turned and bolted up the stairs like a terrified child. Once in my room, I locked the door, grabbed my phone, and called my sister. No answer. I tried again and again. Each ring sent a fresh wave of fear through me. Finally, I gave up and sat in the dark, phone clutched in my shaking hands, straining to hear anything from below. Silence. At some point, exhaustion overtook me, and I drifted into a restless sleep. When I woke in the morning, my phone had new messages from my sister. 1:47 a.m. Why did you call me? 1:50 a.m. Are you okay? I replied instantly. Were you home last night? Her response came almost immediately. No, I stayed at my boyfriend's. Why? I didn't answer. Instead, I cautiously made my way downstairs in the daylight, determined to find whatever had fallen. But her bedroom was exactly as I had left it. Nothing was on the floor. Nothing had fallen. The house was undisturbed. I tried to rationalize it. Maybe I had hallucinated it all. Maybe my half-asleep brain had played tricks on me. But then I noticed something that made my stomach drop. The hallway light. The one I had turned on before going downstairs the night before. It was off, and I never turned it off.